with Team 3871 at Trojan Robotics, and before we hop into things, you guys just want to do a quick bio of your guys' selves, your names, your roles, where you guys are out of, and yeah, just basic information like that.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Matea.
We're from Worthington, Minnesota. I'm the coach and the safety captain on the team.
And I'm the co-driver on the team.
Awesome. And talk a little bit about how you guys are doing so far. How did you guys do yesterday, and how are you doing today?
We did pretty well at first, and then we started having some errors. And then we found out today it was just due to our controller. Like the wire was just really bad. So we're actually really excited for our next match because we feel it's going to go super well.
Awesome. And what are some things you're liking about your robot so far?
Our shooter. It's been completely consistent all the time, and it's a very simple design. So there isn't much room for error.
And besides the controller, is there a spot, anything you guys would like to clean up about your robot performance, anything like that?
Our electrical board definitely needs some more organization, and that's pretty it.
Awesome. And overall, what do you think of the competition as a whole so far? We're obviously in a nice big arena, lots of space to work on stuff, but overall, how are you feeling the event as a whole is going for everyone?
For the past couple of years, we've only gone to Minneapolis because we could only afford to go to either this one or Minneapolis. And I think generally the entirety of our team likes it a lot more here because of all the space, and it's not as intimidating because everything's just in one space.
We also get provided lunch, and we don't have to walk out in the snow.
That's true.
Awesome.
It was pretty cold.
And what do you guys think about the game here so far? I don't know how many times you guys have been able to practice on this specific game, but what do you think about it so far, and what has the strategy been?
Our strategy has just been like pick up and go, like try to get as many as we can into the speaker because we're a very speaker-heavy score team, and we can do it pretty fast because we have such a smooth, simple intake.
And going for that more offensive-based? Awesome. And what's the ultimate goal of the tournament here this weekend?
Just to do well, have fun. We have a lot of rookies this year, and so we want to make sure they have a good experience and learn a lot.
And I'm assuming that you guys are kind of the two team leaders?
Yeah.
And I guess just overall, what's it take to be a good leader in robotics? Is it kind of just leading by example, or what overall? How do you guys teach that younger generation of robotics?
To take initiative is a big thing. Just be head on, make sure you're confident and always be welcoming. Just to always include a person and.
Perfect. And my final question for you is just overall, why should a student join robotics? What is it about robotics that makes it worth it? Why should a person join robotics? What makes it worth it?
It's very inspiring, and you learn a lot, and it's definitely an entryway into something bigger. I definitely am very excited to go to college for something very similar like this, and honestly, I just find it really fun because it's a whole game, and I think a lot of high schoolers really like the idea of a game or trying to solve a problem for it.
It's very open to everybody as well. The environment's awesome, and it's very artistic. You think a lot, you write a lot, you support everyone.
And you guys, you kind of mentioned it a little bit. What are the plans after high school? What are you going for? College? Anything like that?
I'm going to go to South Dakota Rapid City School of Mines for mechanical engineering.
I'm not going to college yet, but I want to either go into the STEM field or be a veterinarian.
Awesome. Well, was there anything else you guys wanted to say either about robotics or anyone to shout out while you have this platform?
Shout out to our awesome mentors. They've done so much for us, and we're sorry to see our main mentor go this year.
Yeah, we love our mentors. They have been amazing, and our mentor that's been here for 2 years, he's done so much for us. We love him. Morales. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your guys' time here today, and good luck with the events today.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to the Year Live Event Robotics Show. I'm here with 2530 Inconceivable Robotics. First and foremost, how are you guys doing?
We're doing excellent. I think we're currently ranked 7th. We've had a couple of really really good matches here just recently, so we're doing pretty good.
Awesome, awesome. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I will say this. You guys have one of the catchiest intros I've heard.
Thank you.
With the 25, with the 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, Inconceivable Robotics. It's really awesome. It's definitely gotten me popped every now and then. So, very cool. As you say, if you want to come on in, that's fantastic. It being, the final day, it seems like you guys are pretty well placed, as you were saying before. How has the robot been running for you guys?
We haven't been having a lot of issues. One match just before this, we had a couple of things that just went a little wonky. We got onto the practice field, we fixed all that, and then we just had an excellent match here. So I think we fixed everything that was going bad. So.
Okay, now you mentioned the practice field. How important is that practice field in an event like this?
It is absolutely critical to be able to go over and get on that practice field. If you got stuff you see that's really not working on the field, just having that time to go and test those things, make sure they're all good, it's just awesome to be able to do.
Okay, no problem. Now, where is Inconceivable Robotics from?
Yeah, we're from Rochester, Minnesota.
Oh, Rochester. Okay. Awesome. So how was the trip up here? How was the drive?
It was pretty good. We had about 7.5, 8-hour drive, so we had a little bit of time. Our team likes cherry donuts, so we stopped at a couple of quick trips, got some cherry donuts. But yeah, it's a great trip.
Fantastic. Now, when it comes to the event environment, how are you enjoying the environment of this event?
I've been on the team for 3 years now. I think this is probably the best venue we've had. I absolutely love this. It's really nice that everything is kind of really close together. All the pits are nice and close, and you're able to talk to everybody. Everyone's been really awesome too. So.
All right, now, so I know you just said how many years you've been in robotics in that time, but what got you into robotics?
I did Lego Robotics, FLL, before, so that was kind of my path in. But I've always had a passion and just basically for pretty much everything STEM. I got more into the programming aspect, but I'm probably doing mechanical engineering. But it's just a really fun environment. Got a lot of great people, and I just fell in love with it.
Okay, no, awesome. Now, any thoughts of future college, anything like that? Has robotics kind of turned you to a certain direction?
Yeah. I would say I'm leaning a little more toward electrical or mechanical engineering, kind of between those two right now. But I've just absolutely fell in love with that. It's fun to use your brain, figure out what problems are, and be able to solve them with the things you've learned through all this. So.
Oh, perfect. Well, one last question before I let you go. Again, it is selection day. It is all that. What is the end goal for you guys today?
Yeah. Winning would be really awesome, and I think with a good alliance, we can definitely go really far. But I think we're having a lot of fun, and that's what's really important here. So I'm happy with everything we've done so far.
Oh, perfect. Well, thank you so much. Truly been wonderful talking with you. And for everybody else, we'll be right back.
And we are here with some members from Team 8255, the Robo Dogs. And you guys just wanted to quickly introduce yourself, your guys' names, where you guys are from, how long you guys have been in robotics.
I'm Ian, and I'm from Raleigh, North Dakota.
My name is Brody, and I'm from Raleigh, North Dakota.
My name is Jack, and I'm media.
I'm Trek Wilhelmy from Bismarck, North Dakota, and I'm the team's programming mentor.
Awesome. And just overall, how's the event going here this week? How are you guys performing?
We're performing pretty good, and it's just a lot of fun to be here.
Awesome.
I agree. I think we're playing pretty well. It's been fun.
Perfect. And what are some things you guys think you're doing well with your robot? What are some things you're looking to improve on?
Our runs are pretty good and pretty consistent. We're getting about six every match runs, and there's a lot of things we could work on, just improve a little bit, but overall we're doing pretty well.
Awesome. And talk about this event a little bit. What stood out to you guys most about it so far?
How nice and friendly everybody is, that everybody works together, helpful.
Awesome. How about you guys?
I mean, I agree. Everyone's nice, and they work with us. It's good to be teams with some of these alliance with some of these teams. They work with us well, and it's just been fun.
And what's it been like to be able to kind of bounce ideas and strategies and learn from these other teams, like you guys have said? Overall, how much has that helped you guys?
It's a lot of help because there's some good robots that have been here for a long time, and anything we can take from any robot really is just to help. If they give us advice, it's a lot of help.
Yeah, tell us a bit about the roles you guys play on your team. You want to explain a little bit what you guys exactly do to our listeners?
We're a small team, so we all kind of help with everything, but we each have our roles and know what we're supposed to be doing.
Do you guys have like a favorite role to play?
I love driving.
Me too. I'm a driver, and it's fun.
I mean, filming videos and advertising the team is really fun.
Just helping make sure the controller does what it's supposed to do, all the code's running, ask the guys what they want changed, how to update our paths, update our strategy if motors need more power. I try to let them tell what they need and show them how to do that, and it's been a good result this weekend.
Awesome. And overall, what's the goal for the year and what's the goal for this event? What's your overall team goal?
Team goal is probably to make the playoffs, and just have fun is the main thing, though.
Yeah, and what's it going to take to be able to advance in those playoffs?
Yep.
Perfect. And how about why should a student join robotics? So what is there to learn from being in robotics?
I mean, it's just a lot of fun to have, and there's a lot of cool memories you can have, and there's a lot of engineering skills that it's good to learn.
Yeah, you learn teamwork, you have fun, become innovative, you learn how to build stuff. It's pretty fun.
Okay. And just overall, what's each of your guys' favorite memories of being a part of robotics throughout the years?
Probably just spending time with teammates, meeting new people, just experiences.
Staying at the hotel with my friends.
I'd say the best part is when we overcome an issue, where we got our lifter working, it was having an issue when we got here, and we finally fixed it, and now it's just great to see it work every time, and just knowing that we improvised that while we were here, coming up with a solution, even working with another team that donated some parts and lent us some ideas. That's the funnest part for me.
What about you?
Best part of the event?
Hanging out with my team at the competition and having fun.
Awesome. And before we get going, was there anything else you guys wanted to say either about robotics, and you want to shout out, anything like that?
I'd just like to shout out everybody that supports us and our sponsors.
Well, perfect. I appreciate you guys' time here today, and good luck with the event for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
A foundation forged in their grandfather's shop, Matt and Mike Martins know firsthand the value of quality machinery. At Martins Welding and Machine, they rely on 3 generations of knowledge and expertise in creating quality products for farmers, ranchers, residents, and businesses across North Dakota and beyond. To browse their full selection of bin caps, bale feeders, rock lifts, disc attachments, and more, visit martinswelding.com. Also ask about their garage doors. Martins Welding and Machine. Matt and Mike will make it right.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
And we are here with a member of 5464 Blue Jacket Robotics. And before we hop into things, you just want to do a quick bio of yourself, your name, where you're from, how long you've been in robotics, just kind of different information like that.
So I'm Calvin Schneider. This is actually my first year doing FRC. I joined a little late into my senior year. I'm from Isani, Minnesota. is a small town about an hour from Minneapolis.
Awesome. And what made you want to join robotics?
So I knew I wanted to do engineering. I applied to all my colleges for engineering. I thought that this would be great for my resume. And outside of that, I think it's a really great program and it's fun to problem solve.
Awesome. It looks like we have a couple others joining us here from your guys' team. And so what's your guys' names?
My name is Eva Anderson.
Awesome.
My name is Eva Anderson.
Okay.
I'm Sam Bettendorf.
Awesome. And how long have you two been in robotics?
This is my 3rd year, but I've known about the program for 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
This is my 3rd year.
Awesome. And just overall, what do you guys think about the tournament so far here? How are you guys doing in it? And just different information like that.
I think it's going really great. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's just a really fun competition. This is our first time here, so it's just a really good atmosphere, really good competition.
And you mentioned this is your first year, and just overall, is this like your first event?
So I did FTC for a little bit, so I've gone to similar events like this, but a lot smaller. I've been to a couple week zeros, but yeah, this is my first actual FRC event.
So what do you guys think of the event that's like this size, like over 50 teams, lots of space, and a nice big arena? What do you guys think about that so far?
It's very nice. First time I walked in here, I was kind of blown away by how huge it was, even with like the tractor over there. Yeah, it's been great. The pits are great. I love how this is all set up.
Awesome. And how's your guys' robot performing so far? What are some things you like about it so far? What are some things you're looking to improve on it?
So we had a rough start. We had some electrical issues and a programming issue with our swerve drive. But after that, we really started taking off. We've been scoring like 50 points each game with our robot. So we're really happy with how it's performing now.
Awesome. And what kind of roles do each of you guys play on your guys' team?
So I work in the pit. I'm on Fab.
I'm a head programmer and team captain.
I'm a main driver and also team captain.
Awesome. I'm taking a look at your button, Dean's List semifinalist. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Your Dean's List finalist button? Yeah, you want to tell us a little bit about that? Are you a finalist for the Dean's List here?
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You want to explain to our listeners a little bit about what that is?
The Dean's List is an award given to really good team members. Yes.
I think it's supposed to exemplify the leadership qualities and just good character traits of leaders on any team really. So.
Awesome. And when is that? Do you know when that is given out?
When is given out?
Do you know when that's given out?
When it is?
Yeah.
It should be given out probably at the end of today, maybe during or after finals.
Awesome. And then just kind of moving on, what's the overall team goal of today?
Today, we want to just show other teams what we can do and be just the best we can. We're not really performing too well in this competition, but other teams are seeing that, and we just want to show that we're a good robot and we're a good team.
Osman, does having 50 or so some teams here, does that kind of help bounce ideas, gain strategies, and kind of just learn off of other teams?
Yeah. There's a lot of variety in what people want to do in terms of strategy and just general robot design. So in the time between now and our second competition, we're going to take all what we've learned today and just try to make it an even better robot, even better team, even better strategy.
And we're kind of still a little early in the season. It's a new game this year. Just overall, what do each of you guys think about it? What are some things you like about it? This year's game, just overall, what do you think about it?
I think it's really interesting, especially the game piece. It's such an interesting piece to try to work with and try to maneuver, since it's a flat game piece, not like a ball or something more predictable.
Okay. How about you two? What do you guys think about this year's game?
I think it's, like Eva said, really interesting. I wasn't a big fan of the game piece at the beginning of the season, but I've gotten to like it, and it's a really fun challenge for new teams and old teams.
Yeah, so far I think it's a very complex game, even though it looks pretty simple on the surface. I know when we first saw the reveal, we probably talked about game theory for an hour, whether we want to specialize in the amp, the speaker, especially the new amplification button. I feel like that adds a whole new dimension to the game.
Awesome. Well, was there anything else you guys wanted to say there about your robotics team, robotics as a whole? Anyone to shout out, anything like that before we get going?
Can you repeat that question?
Just any final thoughts? Anyone to shout out, anything like that while you have this platform?
I don't have any final thoughts or anything.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for your guys' time here today.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Year Live Event Robotics Show. I'm here with Team 3277 Prodigy Robotics. First and foremost, how are you guys doing today?
I mean, we're doing pretty solid. We're getting back up there. They're sitting in 8th right now, hoping to move up a couple rankings in our last 2 matches. How do you think we've been doing, Nick?
I think we've been doing pretty good. We've been doing really good compared to last year. Like, we've had really good matchups. We've had really good opponents. It's been really close games out there today.
And our autonomous has been super solid. We've ran a 4 note 6 times, and we've only dropped 3 notes. One of those because it hit another note in the air and bounced back. It was kind of a crazy thing there.
Nice. No. Okay, so solid autonomous. You're one of the few teams that's actually brought that up. What is making your autonomous so solid?
The path planner makes it so easy to draw up a path. I think this 4-note path I drew probably only took me like 10 minutes, and then the tweaking probably another 30 just because it's, we got to move 3 inches to the right, and the swerve is not, there's no variation. It seems to be going to the same spot every time. We've hit some robots on some paths coming back, but it's still able to come back and still line up for that shot. It's been really good.
Perfect. Now, how do you feel, how are you liking the event atmosphere, everything like that?
I really enjoy it because you get to talk to a lot of people. It gets your heart racing sometimes because it's going point for point and everyone's worried for that final score.
We've had some matches where you've won by just 1 or 2 points, and those are the matches where you're not really sure what's going to happen, but you're just hoping for a win. Earlier on, we had a major, pretty much major catastrophe where our robot was sagging into the ground, so we were working to the last seconds. We were putting our battery on as we were walking out to the field, and we got our auto. We missed 1 note in it, and we put about 5 notes before our battery fell off and they shut us down. But I mean, that's still pretty good for a battery that was just hanging on there.
I was going to say that's not bad for a battery that was just hanging loose. Okay, so that was probably the biggest catastrophe you've had so far, or any other little micro ones, or has it just been pretty much smooth sailing?
That's been the biggest thing so far. We had a guy, when we were taking off the chain, one of the volunteers knocked it into our shooter, which is all plexi, cracked our plexiglass, but we brought a spare with us, so we were able to put that back on, and we're ready to go into the next match.
Okay, no, perfect. Now, selection day, everything like that. Have you guys already been talking with teams that, either team up possibilities or what have you?
Yeah, we've talked to a couple teams, but right now we're trying to keep it on the down low. We don't want to talk about our plan too much.
We're in that position where we're not sure if we're going to be picking or if we're going to get picked. Right. So it's looking at, are we going to accept these teams, or is there a reason that we would deny one of the teams that might pick us? And that's looking, and then the third pick is really going to be that important one this year. Do you go for a defensive bot, or do you go for a triple offensive alliance? It's a lot of planning that goes into it this year.
No, that's strategy with this game has been pretty crazy. Now, offensive or defensive, or are you a little bit of a mixed bag with it?
We want an offense bot because it's in this kind of game. If you have a fast offense bot, you can just go around the defense. If you have 2 defense bots on you, you can just your other 2 alliance members will just score.
We're more of an offensive bot. We played defensive 1 round. We were pretty solid at it, but we're I would say one of the top more offensive bots out there. So it's good to get us up there scoring points. And if we have to get another alliance member, try to get them out there and try play some defense. I mean, at the worst you do is you slow them down some.
Right. Now, real quick, just taking a step back, how'd you guys get into robotics?
I got into robotics from the middle school when the coach came up to me and was like, I was interested in just building stuff for the fun of it. I kind of worked with small RC cars before that, so.
Okay.
Both my parents are mentors on the team. My older brother was in it before me, and I was in the Vex IQ team since elementary school, so I've kind of been brought up into the robotics community and been on the team for a good while. So it's been just kind of almost a heritage thing for me.
Perfect. Well, last question. Any shout outs or anything like that for you guys?
Just like to give a shout out to our sponsor DigiKey, and for allowing us to be here, because without their sponsorship we wouldn't be able to be here and be competitive as we would be.
Okay, no, perfect. Thank you guys so much. And for everybody else, we'll be right back.
Engineering, architecture, land surveying, environmental services. We have the experience to tackle all manner of projects. Widseth is known as a firm that is solid, agile, and versatile. And that's the kind of reliability you can expect when you engage us on your project.
They are invested in our community. They are invested with our people. They're going to create a product that's going to exceed our expectations every single time. That is why we go with Widseth.
College goes far beyond the buildings, classrooms, and the tests. It's about making new friends, trying something different, and discovering your purpose. It's about getting involved, supporting your community, and joining the conversation. It's about learning, growing, and finding your passion. This is not your average classroom. This is the University of Minnesota Crookston.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Want to do a quick bio for yourself, where you guys are from, how long you guys have been in robotics, and just different information like that.
Sure. We're Team 3058, the Androids. We're from Annandale, Minnesota. It's right outside of St. Cloud. We've been a team since 2009. I think this is our 16th, 15th year. That's about it. We're a pretty small team, but we get it done.
Supposed to say over by St. Cloud. It's a nice drive for you guys.
Yeah, it was a little long. Yeah. And we only have one van, so it was a little cramped in there, but we had a good time. We made it here. Yeah, we made it here.
Awesome. And just overall, how's the tournament going for you guys?
Great. I felt like we've been doing amazing. Every time we haven't failed yet. Whenever we're on Alliance, we're doing exactly what we need to do. We're cycling pretty well, all the stuff. We're just doing great.
Playoffs in play for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. I think Alliances are going to see how well we do, even though our rank isn't that good. Even though our rank isn't that good, I think Alliances can see that we're really good at cycling, and then maybe we've just gotten a little unlucky with who we're with.
Awesome. And just kind of talking a little bit about that, what are some things you think you've thought your robot has done well, and what are some things you'd like to improve on it?
Like I said, I think we've been amazing on the cycle. I think we've been back and forth. We can get out of the way of everybody, where we can defend when we need to, right? And we're almost 100% accurate when we actually shoot the thing. And then we're climbing pretty fast. It's kind of hard to do harmony-wise, but when we're alone, we can climb in about 5 seconds, I'd say. Very fast.
Tell us a little bit about the jackets and hats. Where did that idea come from?
We actually don't know. These have been on here so long. They could have been here since 2009, and I doubt they've been washed a lot. So it's a little nasty, but they look pretty awesome, and people can see who we are, and they're like,
they recognize us.
Yeah,
they see the jacket.
Yeah.
Awesome. And just overall, what's the goal here for this tournament and the rest of the year?
Realize that we're probably not going to be able to win our way to Worlds off this regional. I think we're aiming for a second pick right now on an Alliance, so we're probably not going to go to Worlds, but we would like to win our way into state and for Minnesota, and that involves winning this regional, so we're hoping to be on the winning Alliance.
Tell us a bit about your role with the team. What do you guys do?
I'm the business captain and also drive coach.
And I'm a driver.
What is a business captain?
What most people don't understand about robotics is that, as well as actually building the robot, we have to get the money to build the robot. We have to outreach as a team. We have to make sure that people know who we are in our town and outside. So what I do is I'm reaching out with sponsors. I'm getting new sponsors so that we can afford to do stuff like this, come to regionals like these, go to Worlds, all that kind of stuff. And then, that's about it.
And what do you guys think about this event here in Grand Forks? I know nice big arena. What do you guys think about it?
I love the Grand Forks event. We've been doing this one since my freshman year. It was all shut down because of COVID. But since then, we've always come to this regional. Every time we're like, we have to come to Grand Forks because it's great. It's a great regional. It's a great space. Everybody loves it.
What's been your favorite part of this year's tournament?
This year, well, I'm a new drive coach. This is my first year as a drive coach, and I've loved it. I love being on the field with these guys. I love kind of yelling at them when they do stuff wrong.
I love seeing the design of the robots too, just like what people think of to do stuff with these rings.
Awesome. And do you guys have plans after high school yet? Do you know what you want to do?
I'm going to college. I know. I think I'm right on declaring for a college, and then probably in business and finance because I've learned that I like to do that stuff through robotics. So yeah, that's probably just where I'm headed. Elliot?
I don't know. This is my freshman year.
So you got plenty of time.
He's got a lot of time.
And you kind of mentioned that where you say this whole business side of robotics has kind of led you in that direction. I think that's a good indicator of that. Oh, robotics just isn't working on the technical side of things. It has plenty of branches.
Yeah, I think that's something that people don't really understand about robotics is that it's more than just robots.
It's a spot for kind of everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome. And before we get going, was there anything else you guys wanted to say about robotics? Anyone to shout out? Anything like that?
We're selling shirts, not here because that's wrong. You can't do that, but we are selling shirts on our website, androidsrobotics.com. So if you want to, they're pretty cool. They're very band designed. They look like a concert tee, and just check out our social medias. They're all on the website.
Awesome. Thanks for your time here today, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to the Your Live Event Robotics Show. It is the final day of Grand Forks. I am here with Team 9576, Loretto Lightning, if I'm saying that correctly, hopefully. First and foremost, how you doing today?
Pretty good. A little tired, but it's pretty exciting though, so it's keeping me up.
That's good. That's good. So you were one of the first matches. How's the robot running today?
Robot's running good. We have a little issue with our climbers, so we're going to fix that in the pits here, and we'll see how that works.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Would you rather be first in these types of events, especially when it comes to like the last day, or is it something where you're like, let a few go past and we'll jump on?
As long as you're not one of those first three. Those first three have to get queued early. I'd much rather be after that, but I'd rather be early afterwards.
Oh, okay. So not the first one.
Yeah.
Just not the first one. All right. So how do you think your robot, how do you think the team has done this entire event so far?
Our robot's done pretty well. I mean, we had to fix things right before we came here, so it's pretty nice to see it running and not having too many issues. Really got to give a big shout out to our drivers. They've been doing real well out there. Really excited about that.
Oh, no, perfect. Now, kind of taking a step back when it comes to build season, everything else kind of leading up to this. How's the beginning of the season going so far for you guys?
Can you repeat the end?
How is the beginning of the season going for you guys?
It's going pretty well. I mean, we didn't know how good we would be. We haven't programmed, none of us have programmed until this year, so the fact that our programming units come along this far and we've learned a lot, it's really been helpful and it's doing better than expected.
Okay, no, perfect. Well, let me ask you this. How did you get into robotics? Where did you hear about this?
So every year at open house, our school puts out the robotics team. They have their pit up and you can come in and watch. And my 8th grade year, I went up to them and I got signed up.
Oh, perfect. When it comes to robotics, everything else, what do you feel like, okay, great, you're building the robot, but what are you gaining from robotics in your opinion?
Just comfortability. I mean, some kids just never touch a tool or anything, have built anything until they get to college. I've already got that experience now. I can go in and I already have such a head start on this, and now when you're talking about something, I might be able to understand it and be able to apply it to something I've already learned and gain more from it.
Okay, now you talked about college there. Any plans on college?
Yeah, I'm joining the learning community at NDSU for mechanical engineering this upcoming year.
Okay, so just like you were saying, like this is very huge for that, and that is one thing I've noticed. Like robotics does really kind of set you up for that next step and everything like that. So that's fantastic. What is this being the last day for the team, and even maybe personally for you? What is the end goal for today?
I just would like to make it to the playoff rounds. That'd be fun to not be done after this next match. We want to keep playing. We don't want it to end.
I hear you there. Any shout outs? Anybody want to shout out?
I'd like to thank the Lord for all He's done for me, and give a big shout out to my parents for pushing me along all this time.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. For everybody else, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Year Live Event Robotics Show. I am here with the home team of this. We got 8188 Grand Force, which again is the home team here at Grand Forks. First and foremost, how are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. We've had some issues. Hasn't gone smoothly. We're not doing too good in the rankings, but...
Oh, dang. You know what? Again, it is one of those things where as long as the bot is doing well, it seems like when it comes to selections, anything is, it's all wild at that point. Yep. Now, how awesome is it to have this event just in your backyard?
It is great. Like, having this event so close, like our build space less than 5 minutes away, we were able to get some stuff. We cut some stuff while we were here on a CNC router, so like really convenient.
No, perfect. Now, taking a step back, how did you get into robotics?
So, I was one of the first members on this team when it started 5 years ago.
Okay.
I think the mentors that started it, they just put out some information on Facebook and Twitter and other social media. My mom heard about it and decided to go ahead and try it out. So I've been here since the rookie year for 5 years now. So.
Okay, perfect. Now, getting back to the game itself and the robot, how is the robot running for you guys?
The robot? How's the robot doing?
Yeah, how's the robot doing?
It's been doing pretty good. We've had multiple issues with programming and stuff over the few days, getting the Limelight to work, but more recently, it's been doing good. It's been doing really good. We're getting matches of cycling like 11 notes. We've got our four-note auto tuned pretty good. So yeah, we're pretty happy with where we're at.
Okay, no, perfect. Now, would you consider your robot more of a defensive, offensive bot, or is it a little bit mixture of both?
Definitely an offensive bot, but we have the power and the drivetrain to play defense when needed. So.
Okay, so what is? Do you have the swerve, or is it just?
Yeah, we have a swerve with Krakens on it in FOC mode. So probably one of the most powerful swerves that you can put, as well as high grip wheels. So really good traction too.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Now, how when it comes to the event, how do you feel the energy has been?
It's been great. I've always loved GNR here. It's a really nice event. They put it on. They run it really, really well. And I've heard from many other people this event's great. I always have a good time here. The energy's always really fantastic. So.
Okay, no, perfect. Now, after, college, future, what's the plans there? Anything that the robotics has kind of like pushed you towards a certain way?
Well, maybe I'll do some mentoring for this team here. I'm going to college here in Grand Forks, so other than that, I don't really know.
All right, no, awesome. Now, again, it's, we're winding down on day 3. What is the end goal for you guys today?
Well, the end goal would be to get picked and do well in the playoffs.
Okay, no.
I don't know if winning will be on the docket, but maybe.
Awesome. Any last shout outs, anything like that you want to do?
I don't think so. Just shout out to our mentors, I guess, for doing this, making this possible, for my teammates. We've had a good team this year. It's been enjoyable. So yeah, and to the people that put this event on, all the volunteers, everyone. I know there's a lot of